Yo, what's up, boys? I know it's verging away from my usual splash art content, but today I'm going to be bringing you one of the best Royal Giant decks that I created myself. I'm going to get straight into the match. I'm going to explain more about it soon. The key difference between this deck and most other Royal Giant decks is, I'd say, obviously the Dark Prince instead of the Monk, and then the minions. They're not too typical. They're also not too weird. But yeah, the minions instead of maybe something like a Hunter or a Phoenix. I just think the minions are so versatile. They're slightly cheaper. They're super good on offense. They're super good as spell bait. I'm just going to cycle my Royal Giant quickly. They're super good defensively. And also since the buff, crazy buff to the range, like by 50%, if you hadn't already seen. Here, I'm not sure what we're playing against. I think it's going to be Balloon Cycle, which is definitely not a bad deck. He's going to have his Musketeer. I could fireball that, but there's just no point because I don't have a log to finish it off. And that's fine with me. So this guy's got Snowball and Barb Barrel. So he can't really kill my minions too easily. And that, look, the DPS from the minions is just crazy. And yeah, he's got a Snowball, but that's good. So the minions are going to be amazing in this matchup. He might keep on getting death damage, and that is because we don't have a building. It's because usually the Fisherman sort of acts like a building. However, obviously against Balloon, it doesn't. And could you guys imagine I had Vines Potion. If you guys aren't aware, there's a new card called the Vines Potion coming out next season. It got leaked, and it's weird. It basically works a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna have to fireball that, but he's gonna get a really good musk. Probably gonna Skeletons now. There we go. Evo Skellies. I was counting his cycle. He's not getting that one off on me. That's got to be at least one hit or a big overspend like we got. Beautiful. Not really sure what he's going to do here. I'm actually just going to go straight in though. And I'm going to minions behind it. And that is because he's only got a Snowball. He can't kill the minions too easily. Yet to be fair, the Snowball plus the death damage from the Ice Golem will do it. But there we go, another nice hit. And we forced out a late ball. I'm going to keep the pressure up, and it looks weird. It's because I don't want him going in if he knew that, or he knows I don't have minions. Anyway, I sort of got distracted because this match suddenly became really intense. And that is the thing with this deck. It kind of, not relies, but knowing your opponent's deck and making smart plays, like predictions, it doesn't rely on it, but it really helps. Like, it really helps. There we go. Minions should put in some nice work. I'm actually just going to E-Spirit, stun it for a second. It's going to get hit, unfortunately. Not two. No. That's ridiculous. I'm just going to fireball down low. Going to get really good value. Well played spacing his troops out. And well played Evo Skellies. Got to give it to him. Here, I know exactly what he's going to do. He wants to go in. He's probably going to Ice Skull on the bridge and then go for a balloon. Try and predict his miner. There we go. Get that down. Luckily, he just can't take my minions out. I guess he doesn't... Like, something like a Hunter, he could snowball away, and it would be a lot harder for me to defend. But yeah, this is light work. Fireball to win it. That shows the power of the deck. Let's get into game 2. I would say, if you are new to Royal Giant, this is a great deck to pick up because, as I've already mentioned in the last match, it is easier to play. Just going to cycle my log because people running bait don't often use Zap. Could be bridge spam. It's looking like bridge spam, and this is going to be a really key matchup to show you guys because on the surface, well, no, it's not just on the surface. Bridge spam is a tough matchup. Like the P.E.K.K.A, it's very tough. The key to winning it is the Fisherman by all means, it's the Fisherman. That was a really good Magic Archer by him. Unfortunately, it's going to get a lot of damage. I don't really want to overspend. Here, I'm going to try and show you how to break through a P.E.K.K.A. He's smart, pressure in the opposite lane, get my minions out, because I'd love the minions to DPS down a P.E.K.K.A. But we're going to play a Fisherman along with Goblins to then distract the Fisherman. I'm going to play it just there. I believe he's going to P.E.K.K.A any second now. He's played it in the back, which is a weird play. I guess he was just so scared of the Fisherman. But yeah, that's what you got to do. And look, now I'm pulling it in, and we are getting so much damage. That's a great start. He's going to try and get a Magic Archer lineup. And I think I'm just going to have to Fireball. I'm going to have to tank like 1 hit and Fireball. Don't tell me that's 2. Yeah, okay, I wasn't quick enough. That is 2 hits. But we're in a great spot. Nearly double Elixir. Damage may be harder to come soon. But it's fine. Another thing to look out for is the goblins are a little bit squishier than something like the guards, which you guys could run. So if you want to run guards in a deck, by all means, run guards. Just gonna log as well. And I'm sort of mentioned that. Firstly, it dies 20 Evo's that, which obviously guards wouldn't have done. But secondly, his next battle ram is going to be evolved. So we're going to have to find something else to do with that. We're either going to have to Fisherman or Minions on it. At the moment, sort of leaning towards the idea of Minions on it. I think that should work well, because the Fisherman is completely out of cycle for us. Just going to have to tank a bit of damage and probably do a late log. Okay, thank fuck. He's not playing Evolution Battle Run. But yeah, if so, maybe you just like try and Fireball it. You got to try and do something else. That's basically the gist of it. Gonna get my Prince out there. And now this is good. I've sort of baited him into a late P.E.K.K.A on this. Yep, there we go. Got it distracted, DPS down. And we're going to go straight in the road opposite lane. He's not got a P.E.K.K.A anywhere near cycle. We're going to get an amazing Fireball. I was really hoping that would happen. Goblin Surround. Beautiful, that's a full counter. And that is a lot of damage. I could have got a log earlier to secure that final hit to win me the match. E-Spirit to reset the Inferno. Oh, not the Inferno, sorry. And then here the Dark Prince, need to get it down quickly. Oh, didn't quite get it down in time. Or, you know, as fast as I would have liked to. So I unfortunately took quite a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And I actually think the best way to win this is going to be Cycle a Fireball. He's going to Bandit or Ghost the Bridge. I'm going to Fisherman, Minions, E-Spirit to stun it, hopefully. Oh, God. And come on, let's just hope we can get a Fireball down before him. No, that was so close. Guys, it's a tough matchup. You saw how we cared with it. I literally just couldn't get that Ghost dealt with in time. Unfortunate, but we move. For a final matchup, I guess it would be quite interesting to see Lava Hound. Lava Hound is probably the hardest matchup in the game, as you can probably see from the deck I'm running. We've got basically no counters to air, and that it's just one of those things. I guess the way I'd say you can win it is by being super aggressive, make them defend, and the minions just DPS down their cards. However, so often Lava Hound decks nowadays run arrows or Fireball, or both, to be honest. This guy's got Inferno, so it's not an impossible matchup. Do not get me wrong by any stretch of the imagination. But we're gonna have to be a bit crafty, right? And I think when you see Inferno, you could think a couple things. Firstly, minions up here to predict the Inferno is a great way to just distract it and kill it. Secondly, if you can get a good Fireball onto it, something like that, could definitely work as well. Just gonna get my Goblins down, I guess. Oh, God, that... Oh, come on. Oh, no. Quite a shocking start. I'm just gonna have to Fisherman late onto that Princess. Not a bad situation, I guess. We took a Princess hit. It's fine. Anyway, the main way I'd say to break through this Inferno that I'm gonna plan doing is once it hits double, you gotta listen carefully to this. I'm gonna cycle my Infernos. I'm gonna cycle my RG in the back. And that's because if he plays it straight away, if he plays his Inferno straight away, that is the correct play. Oh, God. Please. Okay, yeah. That is the correct play. Just gonna hover this just in case he wants the Princess. Got a feeling he might. Beautiful prediction. There we go. That's nice. Just, you don't take that Princess chip. But yeah, let me explain the plan. Cycle the RG in the back. If he places the Inferno right, that's the correct play. However, it loses health over time and just puts me in a better spot. And the mistake he might make is not wanting to... I'm going to get a really good counter push here, by the way. Like, really good. He might not want to Inferno, which is what he's gone and done here. So we can get a beautiful Fireball, chip it out, and then he's in a panic. His Inferno's dead. He's going to see that. I was going to say we could prediction log, but he Goblin on the wrong side. Hopefully we can get Goblins to DPS it down really quick. Unfortunately, they weren't quite quick enough. I was really hoping he would go in with the Goblin on the right, like a prediction log. That would have been a super nice play. I think it almost would have guaranteed me the game. There, we're going to take a little bit of damage, unfortunately. Just going to have to Fisherman. But you can see, better players, they would know to cycle their Inferno early and get to a second one. But this guy is apparently not it's only like the best players, you know, not high up in Ultimate Champion that actually do that. And even then, they still forget to. They still fall for it sometimes because it feels unnatural, right? Here, looks like we're going to be getting. Looks like we're getting a nice fireball. That's what I was trying to say. And here, we're going to go for the play again. Unfortunately, there we go. We're going to go for the prediction log this time. Beautiful. Take his cards out. Even took the Ice Spirit out. We're getting heavy damage on that side. And his cycle is this. It would be amazing if he did a late Inferno now because his cycle would just, you know, stay broken. And he actually play out to the side. Oh, God. No damage from the barrel, but then the Fisherman. Oh, sorry, the Princess got 2 hits. It's annoying. We are nicely ahead. And honestly, both lanes, we're doing good damage. We've got time to just play one more time. Gonna get the E-Spirit high. That's fine with me. Goblins up there just to distract for a second. Okay, I don't quite know how this play is going to work again. Like, surely it doesn't work 3 times in a row, right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. But it seems like it might. And this time we're going to go in same lane just because we got the minions. We got the fish. He's going for the barrel, so I'm just going to get a +1 trade there. And can we get the fireball down in time? Not really. Not really. Maybe 1 hit. Actually, quite good pressure on the other side though, and we could actually get another Royal Giant down. We're going to go on this side again because we're going to get a nice fireball once again. I'm going to predict it. There we go. Ooh, imagine I did a prediction log or something. Didn't actually have it in cycle there. So the thing is, the Goblin Gang has such high DPS. He is doing well to stay in the game. However, unless he gets a Princess at the bridge right now, he's not going to take the damage to win it. And there we go, Logbait. You've got to play around that Inferno because if you don't know how to play against it, every single time he's going to apply pressure and melt you down. It can be a tough one, but use those tips. Try this deck out. You'll love it. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I love you. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.